Jack sat down at his desk, determined to get things done. Today would be different. He opened his laptop, opened his work document, and prepared to focus. 5 minutes later, Jack was watching a video about sharks. 10 minutes later, he was reading arguments in the comments section. 20 minutes later, Jack had learned 3 shark facts, 2 conspiracy theories, and completed exactly 0 work. Sound familiar? So why can't Jack focus? Even though he genuinely wants to succeed? For a long time, Jack thought he knew the problem. Maybe he was lazy. Maybe he just lacked discipline. So he tried everything. To-do lists, productivity apps, big goals, new routines. Each time, he promised himself he would finally stay focused. But somehow, the distractions always won. Jack believed the solution was more motivation. If he could just feel inspired enough, he would finally focus. But that wasn't the real problem. The human brain is designed to chase quick rewards. A work project might pay off in weeks. A phone gives rewards in seconds. One notification, one video, one interesting headline, and suddenly the brain chooses the easier prize. The battle was never fair. Jack wasn't losing because he lacked willpower. Jack wasn't fighting a motivation problem. Jack was fighting an environment designed to steal his attention. Here's what Jack didn't understand. His brain wasn't broken. It was simply doing exactly what it was designed to do. Imagine a reward-hunting dog. Every notification is a small treat. Every short video is a dopamine firework. Every click promises something new and exciting. So when Jack sits down to work, his brain quietly whispers, "Let's watch just one video first." Seems harmless, but one video becomes 3. 3 becomes 10, and somehow an entire hour disappears into the internet jungle. That's why focus feels so difficult. The brain doesn't naturally choose what's important. The brain chooses what's easy. So Jack stopped relying on motivation. Instead, he created a focus trigger. Every work session began the same way. A glass of water on the desk, headphones on, the same familiar music playing in the background. Nothing fancy. But after repeating it every day, something interesting happened. His brain started recognizing the pattern. The signal meant it's time to focus. Because the brain loves repetition, the more consistent the trigger, the easier it becomes to start. The second step was even more important. Remove temptation. Jack used to keep his phone right beside him. Big mistake. One day he realized something funny. He wasn't fighting his phone. His phone was fighting him, and it was winning. So Jack put the phone in another room, turned off notifications, blocked the websites that kept stealing his attention. Because focus becomes much easier when distractions have to work harder to find you. The third step was surprisingly simple. One task, one goal, one tab. That's it. Jack used to believe he was multitasking. In reality, he was writing a report, replying to emails, checking messages, and somehow watching YouTube at the same time. His brain wasn't focusing. It was playing attention ping pong. So Jack made a rule. When working, there would be only one mission on the screen. Because when everything feels important, nothing gets done. Focus grows when attention has only one place to go. The fourth step was the 2 5-minute sprint. Jack stopped telling himself he had to work for 3 hours. That felt exhausting before he even started. Instead, he made a much smaller deal with his brain. Just 25 minutes, no more, not less. And something strange happened. Starting became easier. Because the brain is afraid of marathons. But short sprints, those feel manageable. And once Jack got moving, he often kept going long after the timer ended. The fifth step was creating a reward loop. After finishing a focus session, Jack gave himself something to enjoy. A short walk, a cup of coffee, a favorite song. Something small but satisfying. Most people reward distractions. Jack decided to reward focus instead. Over time, his brain started making a new connection. Focus wasn't punishment anymore. It became the thing that led to something good, and that made coming back to work much easier the next time. Then came a painful realization. Jack wasn't just losing minutes, he was losing years. Thousands of hours spent scrolling, clicking, and jumping from one distraction to another. He always felt busy, always occupied, yet somehow he wasn't moving forward, and that was the moment everything changed. Jack finally understood that being busy and being productive are not the same thing. From that day on, Jack stopped trying to force himself to focus. Instead, he built systems that made focus easier. He designed his environment to help him win. Because Jack realized something important, success doesn't come from stronger motivation. It comes from better systems. Looking back, Jack realized that focus was never about talent, intelligence, or motivation. It was about systems. Small actions repeated every day. Because focus isn't something you find, it's something you build. Now I'm curious. What's destroying your focus the most right now? TikTok? YouTube? Your phone? Or maybe something else? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe and join Jack on the journey to build a stronger mind, better habits, and deeper focus one day at a time.